You want some of that D, don't you, man? Now, what's going on? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? Great news from AEW. We talked about it. The man was great. He was fire on the microphone a couple weeks ago for AEW, and it looks like AEW has decided, you know what? Let's do this. So first of all, let's get to that. This is not a spoiler. This was tweeted out earlier today by AEW. Eddie Kingston is now All Elite. That's right. Great promo, great appearance, great threat, legitimate player it felt like that should be part of this company. You talk about making the most of an opportunity. Eddie Kingston signed by All Elite Wrestling. Great stuff. That's a story I like to hear. Now I want to see this guy just tear people's hearts out in AEW. So just great news all around there. Now it's time for the spoiler. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler, you want to tune out now. Maybe leave me a like, leave me a comment. I don't know, something like that. Don't read the comments. I don't know. But here's the spoiler. Most of you probably already know about this. And by the way, I told you so. About a week or two ago, Eric Bischoff was on a call, a Skype thing with Tony Khan, and Tony Khan was like, well, this is the first time I'm getting to talk to you, Eric, it's really, and he basically marked out. He seemed like a nervous dude meeting one of his, heroes, but Tony Khan is such a great wrestling, mind, I guess, and he's so familiar with all the business, just like me. I think Tony Khan's probably around my age, maybe, or we're close. And, so I can understand it, like getting to talk to Eric Bischoff. I got to talk to Eric Bischoff on the phone one time, and I was it was kind of like really cool to talk to him and talk business and talk about what we're going to do. But also, you really are like, wow, I'm talking to this guy that like really was super influential to me, and I really have a lot of respect for. And you could see that on Tony's face, man, when he was talking to him. And I said, you know what, man, mark my words, this guy is going to be showing up in AEW because he is absolutely just... Tony Khan looked like he wanted to jump his bones. So I'm like, this guy's showing up in AEW. And I said it a couple weeks ago, and or a week ago or something, and it's already happened. It's already happening. Apparently, he's going to be the moderator. I didn't even read the spoiler. I just saw all the tweets, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So maybe I should have read the spoilers through and through. But I think special guest moderator is going to be, the rumor is, Eric Bischoff. Makes perfect sense, especially with Tony Khan and him doing that podcast just the other day. So that should make AEW's ratings on Wednesday be interesting. And it's going to be interesting because a lot of people know who it is. So the spoiler might help them in the ratings because people just want to see like, oh, I want to see Eric Bischoff over there, as opposed to doing it at the end of the show or the middle of the show. Yeah, maybe people would turn over like, what, Eric's over there? I got to go check it out. But we'll see, man, what's going to happen. I really think that Eric Bischoff is going to be a part of AEW in some kind of capacity. I think the best way for Eric Bischoff to be part of AEW would be to be the general manager because they have no general manager. And right now, a lot of times what happens is the onus falls on Cody and Brandy, and they sort of look like they're the ones running the show. So when people win and lose, people really look to them. And I think if you could just even if Eric Bischoff isn't the guy making any decisions whatsoever, right? For the most part, he's just an input guy, and he's there to be on TV. Paul Heyman. I think that that's sorely needed. A leader or somebody who can act as the leader or who acts for Tony Khan. I think that would be really, really good to use him as a TV personality. So I am super down with Eric Bischoff being someone that could give some input on some TV stuff, has good knowledge, but isn't in charge of anything really, but is an on-screen character or authority figure because he's so capable of doing that. So yeah, I look forward to that. I think that's a great decision. I think if they do things that way, things will work out wonderful. And so what do you guys think about all these things? What do you think about Eddie Kingston signing with AEW? And what do you think about Eric Bischoff being involved in AEW? To what capacity do you want to see Eric Bischoff involved with? Now, on side notes, we talked about the Patreon situation. I'm very aware of monitoring that really carefully because that's my livelihood. Who would have thought that, Owen Benjamin would end up suing them? And all these people being in this giant lawsuit. It could be this big thing with how Patreon, whatever the case. But I'm aware of it. We talked about it several times. People are still asking me about it to this moment. Think about joining the Patreon, but if you are thinking about joining the Patreon, I recommend tomorrow, because tomorrow is the first of the month, so you won't be charged 2 times. So if you want to join the Patreon, it's popping up and it's rotating up there. Become a patron tomorrow, because that way, it would be the start of the month. And tomorrow night is Corrupted Podcast. I don't yet know exactly who's coming on tomorrow night. Last couple of weeks, we've had Troy back. We had Dave Rose show up last week. Drew's mom showed up last week and gargled bath salts. It was very interesting and disgusting at the same time. So I don't know. Tonight is Monetize This. So if you guys are looking for something to do tonight, we do a show for the last 8 years every, it used to be Wednesdays. Now it's been Fridays for a while. Friday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'll just look up your time conversion. We will be live tonight with Monetize This at 11 p.m. Eastern time, U.S. So shout out to ConstipatedRock. This could be his last day as the king of the wheel, which is something we do on Monetize This. But Monetize This, a lot of times, is between 5 and 10 hours long. So all kinds of crazy stuff happens throughout the entire night, and we'll have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. It's definitely not for the people that easily get offended, so come on over. There won't be any wrestling talk. It will just be crazy stuff. So love to have you guys jump on. We're going to have a lot of people calling up tonight, I think. I'll Monetize This. Like to have you guys be a part of the show. Call up. If you've never called up before, you should start calling and whatever. Also, always looking for people to hang on the calls, maybe a few co-hosts or 2. So come on over and give it a shot tonight. Plus, Gilbert Godfrey's in the house tonight. I'll Monetize This. And Gilbert is going to do just a little quick roast of some of the JCS community.
It's Gilbert Godfrey, the Joe Cronin Show. You're a single Jew.
What in the world, man? Gilbert Godfrey is going to roast everybody. No, he's going to roast some of us. It's just a little video. It's going to be fun, though. But there's so much more. We're going to have a rant line tonight. That'll be on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere you can. Today was insane, man. I got termites in my backyard. It's crazy. The bee guy came today and sprayed the bees, so that's a thumbs up. The guy came and fixed the porch. That was insane. And I cleaned up the entire backyard, and I threw a bunch of waste away, and I dug holes, and it's been a crazy day, man. Otherwise, there's probably more stuff going on that I would normally cover. And if I missed something, let me know in the comments down below if I missed something that you wanted me to talk about. I'm going to be really reading all the comments on this video. I may even do a video on the comments if some of them are good. Give me ideas, give me critique about things, wrestling-wise, whatever. Let me know down below. And I will try to maybe respond to some of that. Plus, I will probably be live tonight as well possibly be live with a reaction to SmackDown or review of SmackDown. I don't yet know that for sure. But so look for that here on Joe Cronin Show. And then after that, Monetize This over on my other channel. And I really appreciate you guys being part of the shows, man. So let me know down below what you think about everything I said here and about Eric Bischoff. Thanks for sticking with me this whole time. If you watched the entire video all the way through, give me in the chat, I want you to also write hashtag Dingle Patootie. Hashtag Dingle Patootie. I want to see how people spell that. Hashtag Dingle Patootie in the chat in the comments down below if you made it all the way through the video. Be very curious. Also, shout out to the $25 patrons. Here they are scrolling away on your screen. They have people that have gone onto patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Although we have over 330 patrons, these guys, these 30, have gone to the $25 or above producer tier. So thanks to the producers of the Joe Cronin Show, scrolling down on your screen right now. We wouldn't be here without these guys. So thank you guys. See you guys tonight for all that stuff. And here's some other videos now popping up that you might have missed before.